Where you move your head will dictate which follow-up you're most economically and efficiently able to throw. So, if Chris jabs me and I shoulder roll, for me to come back with an uppercut, you don't need to move it, is not going to happen. If I try an uppercut and from here he just throws his cross, boom, and he beats me to it. But you still see people try the wrong thing at the wrong time because they don't understand the structure, right? So, depending on where your head is in relation to your partner, it depends on what follow-up is most efficient to run. Got it? So when Chris jabs, the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go deep. Now, I want to keep this hand up just in case he pulls his hand back and crosses me, really sort of short like that. So I want to keep my left hand up, that leaves my right hand free. So as he jabs, I slip, and this is the one you want to throw at this sort of range. His body, he can do this, but there's not that much on it, you're kind of a little bit out of position. So as my left foot moves in, I slip, right uppercut, left hook, and then if he's still there, the cross comes over the top. It's a classic follow-up to a deep slip. So this one does not work at long range. So if I slip here, not quite there. So do you understand? Certain distances work better with certain follow-ups. So the first one we're going to do is, as he jabs me, slip, right uppercut, you can go hook to the body if you want, cross over the top, and Chris is going to do it to me. So it's a deep slip, left foot moves in, goes in. Yeah, so moving with your left foot to the head to the outside, left foot to the inside. Right uppercut, boom, hook, cross. Okay, so keep everything tight and small because you don't have long to punch in there. So when he jabs you, one, bam, bam, boom, really tight and small. Don't wind it up too much. Chris comes in on me, slips to the outside, right uppercut, left hook, right hook. And all I'm going to do is not, he's not really going to whack me, but you understand that if his left arm is out with the jab and his right arm is protecting the side of his head, he's kind of well covered both sides, built like a wall, but he hasn't built a basement underneath it. So I can just go, boom. Now, as soon as I get that, his head's going to snap up, which leads up to that, and then finishes with that. So this is a classic follow-up in most boxing clubs. So slowly, if you don't trust your partner, they put their arm out. You go slip, uppercut, hook, cross. And then I put my arm out, he goes slip, uppercut, hook, cross. If you do trust your partner, he can start to jab me, and I could just time it slightly better. But I'm coming in deep. Ideally, I want my head past his elbow. Because if he does Muay Thai or anything like that, he can fold his elbow here. Boom. So ideally I want to go that deep so that then his elbow is out of the equation and I can follow. That last shot will be to the temple. Off you go! Step in as deep as you can. Does anyone know what micro punching is? Okay, so adrenaline, if you're in a fight, self-defense, or in a ring, makes you over-exaggerate your body motions because you start to just make things bigger. So, if I train this combination like this, jab please, when I actually do it in a fight, it's going to be like this. Because adrenaline just makes you overcompensate. So I believe in micro-punching, meaning if I train a combination like this, when it comes to fight, it will be like this. It'll be wider and open, but not as wide as before, right? So make this as small and as tight as you can. Not like this, this is too big, because adrenaline will make it much bigger. Step in, small, bam, bam, boom, and then back. Make sense? So micro punch, everything should be small and tight, including your pad work, small and tight. One of the things about coming in deep on that is, if he comes to me and I come to him, we get this. See this? You see what it did to his head? Be careful, this can break his knee. As he jabs, I go like this. But see, it brings his head down into that uppercut. So that's sneaky, it's not allowed in boxing, but you can do it anyway. It's shin to shin contact. So if he's stepping in and I'm stepping in, we go bang, and what I do is I make sure I get this happening, uppercut, hook, cross. So I just kind of, you like that, don't you? So be careful though. If I come in with my legs straight back like this and he hits my shin, it will pop something in my knee. So I've got to kind of go in with my knee over my foot. And the same time, so we go bang, uppercut, hook, cross, but micro punching. It's also faster than this is. That's got more power, but really, the last punching combination should be the hardest. 1, 2, and then that's the punch. Off you go. If you want to do shin to shin, do shin to shin as well. Okay, time's up. I'm not doing this, he's jabbing me, I'm not going, I'm worrying about the shin. Right. What I'm worrying about is getting my head offline, and then if I can, at the same time as I step in, I can make that contact with his knee there. but it's not the priority. What's the priority in all martial arts? Don't get hit, and then hit them, okay? That's the priority, rather than like attack and then don't get hit, it's don't get hit. So when he jabs, my priority is to get my head offline, and then all of this is bonus. Off you go. Okay, I don't do this one, so I have no idea why I'm showing it to you, but I'll show it because we've done it previously. But I never do this one. So when he jabs, I slip to the inside and I get nice and close, and I go left uppercut, cross, and a hook. Why don't I do that? I'm moving into this cross, so there's a big risk of this going at me. Yeah. So if you are going to do this one, you need to really jam up his cross. See what I did? Put my right hand against his glove, but without moving it away from my head. So I just jam up his punch slightly and nudge him backwards with the elbow accidentally on purpose. So my elbow hits him and my hand goes to his hand. Stick your arm out. So I go like this, like that. So the elbow hits him at the same time. Now I can go left uppercut, cross, and then hook. But it's all nice and tight. So I don't ever do it. So I have no idea why I'm teaching you to do it, but just in case you ever want to do it, don't blame me if you get knocked out. Because I don't like going to that side of the body at all. All the bad things in the world are on this side of his body. His right cross, his right elbow, his right knee, his right kick. So I don't ever really go that side. But you might if you're braver than me, if you're fighting southpaw. Yeah. Slightly different though, you do it slightly different. Yeah. So he gives me the jab, I slip to the inside. I've got to get my right glove to his right glove and my elbow to his chest, lightly. The other hand stays up, and then I sneak this in through the gap. It's easier to do it that way than that way. Because your profile of your fist is thinner. So if I turn it this way, my fist is about an extra 30% wide. So if I just go up like this with the left hand, I just want to pop his head up a little. And again, please. So, punch is coming. It's coming at me. I go, whoop, and I get in deep. Now he can't really use his right hand for a split second, but I can sneak this up this gap and then stop. You want to try it? I don't really like it. It's up to you. Off you go. Give it a go if you want. So most of you, when you jab, please, are doing this because it feels more easy. Yeah, do that, that's fine. You don't have to do what I like to do. I just like to do certain things. You find your own ways. So when you slip in, just make sure you make contact. That's the main thing. What's the priority? Not to get hit. The next thing after that hand, as soon as that's past my shoulder, is the other one will be coming at me, okay? Or even slightly before. So if I can get in early and just wedge it, you feel the elbow to your chest. You want to land the elbow to the chest. It's not allowed, but it helps go in. You go just a little bit and takes him off his feet a little bit as he goes in like that. Now you're protecting it. Good. And then I'm going to try and sneak this up here. But if you want to go body, then head, feel free. If you want to go body, then uppercut. If you want to go body, cross, and then hook, mix it up. Don't matter. Basically, just don't get hit. Off you go. Last 30 seconds. Well matched. Nice jab shot. Time! Who likes that one? I don't like that one, Chris Devery. So I don't do it. Don't blame me if you get knocked out. So we did the deep slip on the inside, deep slip on the outside. So that's the first thing. What's next? Lateral step. So when Chris jabs me, I just move my head to the right and I stick my jab out at the same time. That's the easiest, most efficient thing to do. I move my head to the right and I jab at the same time. And then usually you're going to follow over the top with the cross and then the main. So I just move my head to the side, but I leave my left hand where it was. So punch, and I just extend it at the same time. So take up a proper stance. He gives me the jab and go back. Okay? So it's on his face. As his hand's returning, that one gets through, and then he can go anywhere with the hook afterwards. So it's a jab, cross, the most basic combination you've got in boxing. So as he jabs me, I move my head to the side and my jab goes straight. Now if you don't have a gum tune in and you don't trust your partner, luckily you trust each other. Okay, this will land and then you follow up. If you don't trust your partner, go to the body and then you can whack it in a little bit. So you go with the jab to the body, like this, cross hook, and then I'm closing up distance. I don't stay at distance here because then we're trading and he might get in that lucky shot. So what I go is a long, medium, close, and then I'm in a safer position to continue. Okay, do you want to see it again? You got it. Got it. So Chris is going to do it to me. He's going to slip and jab at the same time. I can put my hand and put it in my face if I want to protect my teeth. Cross over the top. Sorry. Hook.
I'm listening to you at the same time, sorry.
Or he can jab me in the body. Cross, hook, go to the head. So he goes jab to the body, cross, hook. Off you go! This needs to be simultaneous. This is not simultaneous. Jab and retract, please. Because he's got his hand back when he hit me in the eye. Jab and retract. He's got his hand back. Jab. Same time as he punches. So I see it coming, I go bam, and then I'm following him. I'm into MMA. But that one, that's fine. Take that out. So it's at the same time. I like that one. Why do I like it? I'm away from his right hand again. Also, my left hand is in the way of his right hand, for your right hand. So he's going to have to loop it, which means it takes longer to get to me. Plus, if my jab out, my jab's out properly, my chin is down. When he throws the right hand, it's just going to clip my temple, or I can shoulder roll away, or I can roll underneath. So you have options. Second one, risky. Going to be inside of his jab, so he jabs. So the jab is here, I'm going inside. I like this one because it's a shot he can't see. Because if I go on this side of his arm, he can see my hands and he thinks, and he puts stuff in the way. But because I've moved my head to the inside, that goes over the top. Sweet. It takes tremendous timing. You have to be really, really, really good to pull this off. So if you're not, don't add it to your repertoire. But if you are, the punch goes just go over the top. This happens in boxing all the time. It's an inside slip with an overhang going over the top. This is a fight finisher. Because his head's moving into it, I'm moving my body inside, and then the hook is there on the other side. It's a big, big heavy shot. So be really light with pump. So as I jab him, he moves his head to the inside, he swings his overhang. Good. You want to make sure you have a hands up just in case I'm doing something crazy with this. Good. Chin is down. Boom. Good. And keep it straight, because if you start to loop it around, I might see it. But if you just go short, you don't see it coming at all. The more you dip, sorry, got there before you did. The more you dip, the more effective this is. Because if he throws his cross, you're outside. So I don't want to kind of be in line with his cross. I want to go, and then be out. Make sense? Be careful, don't knock your partner out. It's a dangerous one. Head to the inside, arm to the outside. No chance. No mercy. You gotta be ready for it. Pray. You haven't got the time, you take out timing. So Chris just sticks his arm out straight, and I just go 1, back, 2, back, 3. Do it 20 times. Then he goes really slow jab. 1, back, 2, back. And then he can start speeding up the jab. Okay, you get time. So anytime you're struggling with timing, just remove it and just stay still and just work it. Make sense? Carry on. Number 1, he jabs me, I slip deep, uppercut, hook, cross. Number 2, talk me through it. Good job. He jabs me, I slip inside. Right arm to his right arm, left uppercut, hook, cross, or left uppercut, cross, hook. What's the next one? Split. So my head moves to the right, my jab goes down the middle. And what's the last one? I'll get my head out of the way. Slip to the inside and overhand right, and then follow up wherever you. So you got 4. 2 deep and 2 lateral. Deep means you're moving your head forward and your feet forward. So do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your partner does 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to hit each other. Go! So, like I said, I don't like having my head on this side, so I don't keep it there for long. So if I do this one, I do this. So I bum weave straight afterwards. The idea of the bum weave is I've landed this, he's throwing the cross, I go, and I just kind of tuck my chin and throw the left hook at the same time. And that's just blind. I'm just ducking down and going, hoping I hit something. to get my head out of danger. So he goes jab, I go one, and then I'm in with the hook. See how that lands? He's thinking 1, 2, so the head gets a little bit. So that's a more advanced version. Slowly, he jabs, wait, he jabs. I land this. Now, as that cross comes, I tuck my chin down, and I throw left hook over the top. And I don't care if I hit him or not, I'm just getting my head out of danger. Ideally, if he just throws a jab, you go 1, and that lands perfectly. Yeah, it's a sweet one. But if it doesn't land, it's no biggie. I'm just back in a good position. Yeah, or shoot. So I go 1, chin down, left hook as I roll underneath, back to stance. Tricky. Give it a go, off you go. See if that's one, then we'll take a break. Watch. It's the same time. So I'll show you in the air. Here comes the jab. I can move my foot. If I've got really good head movement, I can just move my shoulders and just let it go with my shoulder like that. But if I need to, I can go cool. Now, as soon as that comes, I tuck my chin down. As this hand is returning, I just bump with left hook and just try and hit anything. Because if I could get him blocking, he's not hitting me. So it's 1, as I go underneath, left hook. Off you go. Okay, so easiest way to teach your partner to do this, kind of is you help your partner do it. So I'm going to jab and he's going to do the overhand. Go. Stop, and then I do this. And I just scoop his head under, so now he knows which way to go. Nice try. So you get people, if they punch like this, that's when you catch them with the left hook, because the hand's away from the head, so I need to keep this. He goes overhand, stop. I scoop his head underneath, he bobs and weaves, the left hook at the same time. So if you're not getting it, help your partner out by just giving it a little whoop. But if they've got it, just go straight into it. 1, 2. But go underneath my arm, don't make any contact with my arm. Yes. Nice. Off you go. Who's taller than me here? Well, I'm the tallest. Yay! That's no good. So, do you want to demo? Okay, so we've done the first 4. Number 5 is to duck. So he's slightly shorter than me. So when I jab him, he's just going to duck, and he's set now for a jab to the body. And the idea of a jab to the body is you hit the solar plexus. Because if you hit the solar plexus, you do this, and then the chin comes down for an uppercut, rear uppercut. Oh, so boom. That's not an uppercut. That's a bolo. A bolo is that one. An uppercut is small. So I jab him, he ducks down, jab to the body, uppercut, boom, and then you follow up with whatever you like. Probably most efficient hook cross. Jab to the body, uppercut, hook cross. Exactly. So this is for the shorter fighter versus the taller fighter. I'm trying to hit him in the head. He just yeah, literally perfect. Right in the solar plexus, head comes forward slightly, uppercut follows. So it's a lead jab, right uppercut, hook cross. But I wouldn't do this, because when he jabs me, I jab me in the head. I've got too much to get down below the, get my head and my body below. So this is mainly for shorter people versus taller people. But I'll give it a go. He jabs me, 1, uppercut, hook cross. I give him a jab, he ducks, jabs my body, uppercut, hook cross. Yeah, that's fine. And you want to do a vertical duck, so you go like this. You can move your right leg back and jab, or you can just dip down, jab, and then uppercut as you step in. One more time, I jab him. He jabs me in the solar plexus, uppercut, hook, cross. Off you go, micro punches, big puncher. So as my partner jabs me, I duck and I jab upwards. Okay, so instead of ducking and jabbing to the body, I go like this. So I go upwards with my jab. So I bend and I go up. Feels really weird. But it works, because it's so then I can follow up across the body and then lead hook as a follow-up. So that's the second one. I jab you duck, you jab vertically up, straight into my face. Now, he slipped to the outside. We've already done that. That's a lateral step. So notice what he did. He slipped his head to the right and jab. So that was the one we did two before, wasn't it? Now he's going to go straight down and jab up. Let's go a little bit. Straight down, that's it. Yeah, and then follow up whatever you like. I don't mind go. Perfect. Off you go. That's the second. Going upwards.